So when it comes to chapter books, we really have more choices than I can almost tell you about. So I'm just going to highlight some. Please realize there are more, and I can definitely recommend others. So if none of these are appealing, just ask. But I just want to highlight a few of just some of the ones I happen to have in my house that I can show you and I can recommend. So this is for ages 4 to 7. You have Billy B. Brown. There's actually 3 different levels of books with this Billy B character, and so this is the younger chapter book one. There's one that's like a picture book one that comes before this. That's in a different video. But Billy B. Brown and Hey Jack, great chapter books they recommend it for ages 4 to 7. So this is for your new to chapter books. You know, if you're coming out of those level readers maybe, or maybe you're past that level reader point and you know it and you're ready for chapter books, but still like to have a picture in there and a little bit, not too many words on a page. I think they say they'll only have about 50 words per page at the most. But these are great, cute, fun stories. There are a ton of these in the series that you can get. So if they fall in love with the character, you can get more than one. And then there's Hey Jack. Similar, it's just there was a boy main character instead of a girl. And they're actually friends. So I like that. If your kids end up liking both books, Jack is in the Billy books, Billy's in the Jack books. So it's a fun series to have for your kids together. Now, let's move up to 7 to 12-year-olds. There's some great books in that age range, or I say 7 to 12, 7 to 10. So 7 to 10 years old. Now these are all sort of, I hate to say girl books, they have girl main characters. We have some great books that have boy main characters that I happen to not have any right now because I sold some of my copies that I had. One that I'm not going to show you here that I really recommend, Fizz the Dog series. Fizz the Rescue Dog is really cute, and it's a dog like going to the police academy, and like his little dog police adventures is really fun. So if you have a boy that isn't going to want a book with a girl main character, which sometimes they don't, Fizz is another really great one to check out. But in this 7 to 10 range, again, you have the next level of the Billy Brown. And so the way they distinguish is this is the Billy B Mystery. So if you get a Billy B Mystery, you're going to see it's more words on a page, still some illustrations, but just a little bit denser, a little bit thicker of a book, a little more to it. The Secret Mermaid is a really fun series, and these are one of the series where you actually have like a recommended reading order. So you'll see as you look forward, or I can tell you like there's a book 1, 2, 3, and 4 that you can read them in order, because I think they just introduce the characters in order. And this is another one that's really fun, EJ12 Girl Hero. She's a young girl who is also like a superhero. And these are 7 to 12 as well, but they can even go, I think, as old as like maybe even an 8-year-old. I mean, 7 to 12, it's that full range. So if you've got an 8-year-old, this is a great choice. 9-year-old, 10-year-old. Now, let's go up a notch from the 7 to 10, 7 to 11 range to your 8 to 12 range. And I've got some really fun books. One is our new series, Axel and Beast, which I really got excited about. I got excited about Axel and Beast because it has a character who's a minority, which is fun because kids need to see characters that look different from themselves or look like themselves, depending on what your kid's ethnicity is. So I think it's great when they can have heroes that look like all kinds of people. And this is about a boy and his robot friend and all their adventures. Super fun. There's a whole series. I have 4 of them here, and I think there are 6 actually total. And they are in order. They are numbered, so you can get them in book order. But really fun books. Again, this is 8 to 12-year-old. This is recommended for us. It's a little bit older. You're going to see a lot more words on a page. They do fun things though, like highlighting words and making the font larger at different points, which is a really fun, cool technique. I have a friend who's a teacher that was one of the first things she noticed and said that's something that kids really get into. So I loved that. The Ella Diaries is one of my favorites. This is one that a series I bought for my niece, and she literally devoured them. Like I sent her one, and she read it in I think a weekend, and then I had to like hurry up and buy her the others because she just went through them so quickly. Super fun. It's a whole series about a girl and her little life adventures, but what's cool is it's written as though you're reading her diary, which I think is so creative and fun. So Ella Diaries is fun, and then here's another one for all those kids out there who like a little sci-fi, the Gateway books. So it's a sci-fi mystery series for 8 to 12-year-olds. So the Gateway Hotel is this hotel that these 2 kids discover and realize that it's a gateway to other planets and all these different creatures come through. So really fun series. And there are 7 books in this series. In fact, that for a while we only had the first 4. We just got the last 3 added to our collection this fall. So another fun one. And then let's go a little bit older to our like let's see, 9, 10 and up. 9 and up. Some of these are 9 and up or 11 and up even recommended. Mapmaker Chronicles I think is recommended for like 9 to 14. It's a fun fantasy adventure series, really fun collection of books that you can get that I just think are really cool. And you're talking about a novel for an older child, you know, upper elementary, middle school kid. So, you know, there's not going to be pictures. It's just a straight up novel, but it's super exciting adventure there. The Clockwork Sparrow, this series, The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow, Jeweled Moth, and Painted Dragon. It's a series, a mystery series set in Victorian England. Really, really cool. This one's recommended for ages, I think, 11 and up for this one. Another one of our older series, I just have one of the copies here of the very first one called The Last 13. It's kind of a thriller, definitely for older kids. I think it's recommended for like 12 or 13 and up, junior high, even high school, because this is, there's some like terrifying reality in these. So like the kid wakes up to discover he's been kidnapped and his parents aren't who they think they are, and it's this whole crazy thing, and there's all these characters, and these major characters, and there's 13 of them, so you're kind of traveling through. The first book is number 13, the last book is number 1. Really exciting. I have one more thing. It's not a traditional novel, it's a graphic novel. These are something that we've just added in our fall collection that I love. So you've got King Arthur and Robin Hood. So they're graphic novels. So if you've got a kid that's really into comic books or graphic novels, this is a really great one. Recommended for ages 10 and up. Classic stories of Robin Hood and King Arthur, but told in a graphic novel style. Beautiful illustrations, but with lots, you know, dialogue and story to follow. So really cool, fun books, I think. These are great for a kid who maybe the idea of a book, they're like, ugh, I don't want to read a book, but they'd read a comic book or a magazine. Get them one of these graphic novels, and I bet you can pull them into some more reading. So these are just some of my recommendations for chapter books for your kiddos. Check them out. And again, there are many more in our collection. Just ask me. I'd be happy to help you. Or you can shop at usbornwithjanae.com and find out more.